What's up, guys? My name's Eric Hopkins, and welcome to the Gelcast. This is my SmackDown Live recap for May 23rd, 2017, and SmackDown opened up tonight with Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers arriving with a police escort. The Singh brothers once again rolled out a rug next to Jinder Mahal's limo, and Mahal got out of the limo and grinned with the WWE Championship. I kind of wonder if Jinder, if you think about maybe the Singh brothers getting a big old rug and just rolling it all the way out to the ring from the outside of the arena. I think that'd be kind of funny, but that's just me. Then SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon came down to the ring. He announced that Randy Orton will get his rematch at Money in the Bank in 4 weeks against Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. Shane then introduced the 5 participants in the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match. AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, they all came down to the ring, and Kevin Owens then started to come down to the entrance with a microphone, but then Shane quickly cut him off and said, whoa, you're not in this match. The next guy and the final competitor in the Money in the Bank ladder match will be Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura then danced right by Kevin Owens and made his way to the ring, and then Kevin Owens interrupted and complained about AJ Styles being in the ladder match. Owens then said he defeated AJ Styles at Backlash and should be in the match instead, which is an excellent point, by the way. He actually, got Shane McMahon right there. He accused Shane McMahon of playing favorites, which he was, apparently. Shane McMahon gave in and added Kevin Owens to the match, so good for him. Baron Corbin told Kevin Owens to shut up then, and then he guaranteed he would win the Money in the Bank ladder match. AJ Styles then called Kevin Owens WWE's version of Eric Cartman from South Park, which I take quite a bit of a defense at, guys. Come on, screw you guys, I'm going him. But then AJ Styles stated that he would be the one to win the match. Sami Zayn then interrupted and stated he didn't come to SmackDown to watch AJ Styles take victory laps. Baron Corbin then said that Sami Zayn was the Rudy of the WWE. Sami Zayn and Corbin were about to fight, but Kevin Owens yelled at them both to shut up. And then Nakamura then interrupted and finally spoke and said he referred to himself as Mr. Money in the Bank. This is just kind of a lot of, just throwing barbs back at each other. It was kind of, I got to admit the Kevin Owens, Eric Cartman line's pretty funny. It's going to be kind of hard to look at Kevin Owens without seeing this image here. That's... Okay, it was kind of clever. I kind of laughed at it just because I am kind of a fan of South Park as well. But other than that, it was just a bunch of guys just saying, hey, I'm going to win the Money in the Bank match and I'm going on to, blah, blah, blah. It was actually an entertaining enough segment, I thought. At first, when I saw Dolph Ziggler get announced, I'm like, why is Dolph Ziggler in this match? I mean, what has he done to deserve it? But then, of course, he shut me up pretty quick. Dolph Ziggler mentioned that he was the only guy standing in the ring who has actually won a Money in the Bank ladder match. So I was like, okay, he's got me there. Obviously, hopefully, maybe they'll do something with Dolph. I can see why they put him in here. He's going to have a good match with the guys in a ladder match, so I'm not upset about it. He's probably definitely not going to win anyway, so it'd be kind of fun just to see him, all 6 of these guys in this match. This has got potential to be one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches they've done in years. The pure talent in this ring is incredible. And then after that we had Natalya and Carmella versus Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Lynch locked in the disarmor on Carmella for the submission victory. I thought it was a pretty fun match here. It's just an opportunity for the 3 babyface ladies to kind of get their win back from the pay-per-view and kind of just move this along a little bit. There was a spot in here where James Ellsworth jumped on the apron, and it looked like Naomi tried to kick his arm, but it looked like she missed by like a mile, and you could clearly tell because Ellsworth's arm didn't really go up when her leg supposedly hit him. So I thought it was kind of a little wonky, but yeah, it was still an entertaining enough match. Then we had the rematch of Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin that Shane McMahon announced earlier in the night. Corbin launched Sami Zayn across the ring to start off the match, but Sami Zayn rolled up Corbin for a very, very, very quick victory here. The match probably wasn't even a minute. Then Corbin then just completely lost his mind and attacked Sami Zayn after the match, threw Zayn out of the ring and beat him down on the announce table, and then Corbin then threw Zayn into the timekeeper's area and grabbed a steel chair. Corbin then hit Sami in the back with a chair and beat him down in the crowd. Corbin then lifted Sami Zayn onto his shoulders and dropped him onto a railing in the crowd. Stretcher was then brought out for Sami Zayn, and SmackDown went to commercial break. I don't blame Baron Corbin for being upset here. I mean, he's been losing week after week after week lately, basically since WrestleMania. He's not really done a whole lot. So that was another thing I kind of wondered about. Why are you putting him in this Money in the Bank ladder match? But, of course, in WWE, I don't agree with it, but wins and losses definitely don't matter anymore. I mean, you lose, and you get championship opportunities. Just ask Jinder Mahal. I mean, this is just the way they do things. I'm not thrilled with it. I think you need to build up guys with wins to kind of give them credibility to go for title matches. But hey, I'm an old school fan. What can I say? After that, we had Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles were talking backstage. Styles told Shinsuke to follow his lead tonight, basically because he's been here a little longer. And Shinsuke stated that tonight they were a team, but at Money in the Bank, he's going to turn the house that AJ Styles built into his playground. Then Shinsuke Nakamura giggled and walked away. Okay, he giggled. But anyway, then Shane McMahon was a guest on the Fashion Files with Breezango. They turned in their badges and squirt guns to Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon told Breezango that they had already proven that they belonged on SmackDown. Shane then said that Tyler Breeze will face Jey Uso and Fandango will face Jimmy Uso later tonight. Breezango then said that they're back on the case, and then they grabbed their badges, and Fandango grabbed a donut before exiting. Because, that's what cops eat, right? Subtle humor from WWE here. After that, we had a drummer and a bunch of dancers performing before Jinder Mahal was introduced, and Jinder Mahal walked down the entrance ramp with a gigantic smile on his face as people danced around him. Jinder and the Singh brothers finally got in the ring, and the dancers surrounded it. The music eventually stopped, and everyone booed as Mahal stood in the ring. Jinder Mahal bragged about $1.3 billion in India are celebrating that he is WWE champion right now. I gotta admit, his promos have been a little wooden lately, but this promo here, I felt like he gave it with a little bit more passion. It sounded like he was a little more determined and driven here. So I really liked what they did with him here tonight, and the celebration I thought was pretty entertaining. Much more entertaining than anything Randy Orton has done in his run ever since he won the championship here. So far, I'm okay with this championship turn here. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about it or shocked or stunned. Like I said, I did not like the way that Jinder Mahal got the title opportunity, but ever since he was booked as the number one contender, he has been on a roll, and they've done a great job of building him up. So if they can keep this going, more power to them. I'm happy for them. After that, we had Tyler Breeze versus Jey Uso. Fandango squirted Jey Uso with a squirt gun before the match even started. The bell rang, and Tyler Breeze immediately rolled him up for the victory. This is the second match on the show that was literally that quick. It was less than 30 seconds to a minute long, if that. It was just kind of like, okay, we're doing the same shtick we just did, literally, 20 minutes before, right before the last segment you did. It's a little, okay, we'll come up with something a little more original here. And then we had Fandango versus Jimmy Uso. Jimmy then slapped Fandango right in the face when the match started because they were livid after what just happened. Then Tyler Breeze put on a wig, and Jey Uso started chasing him around the ring. Breeze tried to roll in the ring, and Jimmy Uso removed the wig from his head, and Fandango then rolled up Jimmy Uso for the victory. So they've got 2 wins over the Usos in singles competition here. They just did it very, in a joking manner. It was a lot of shenanigans, to get the cheap victories. But then after the match, Breezango cut a promo and asked for a rematch for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and the Usos accepted the challenge. So we got an impromptu tag team title match here, which the Usos ended up winning after Fandango hit a last dance off the top rope onto Jay, and then Jimmy hit a splash off the top rope and pinned Fandango. So when the chips are down, Fandango are still job geek guys. Even though I still find them a little more entertaining, but this was actually a decent little tag team match here. It kind of got the crowd into it, being the titles were on the line a little bit. And obviously, they're definitely setting up the Usos for the returning New Day, whenever that may be. I thought it was maybe even going to be tonight. I heard it was kind of reported that it might happen, but maybe it's next week. Also, speaking of nobody being on the show here tonight, where in the world is Rusev? I kind of missed it last week on my review, but he said he was going to be at SmackDown the following week to address the championship opportunity that he wants at Money in the Bank, but he was nowhere to be found last week, and he's nowhere to be found here this week. So, even WWE advertised him, so it's kind of like, what happened there? So I guess we'll see going down the line here. Money in the Bank is still a few weeks away, so maybe he'll come back and address that before then. Otherwise, but Vince McMahon is notorious for believing we actually can't remember storylines, so they'll just act like audiences can't remember. Not likely, Vince. Okay. Backstage, we had Natalya asking Shane McMahon for a shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship. James Ellsworth, Carmella, and Becky Lynch interrupted. Carmella and Becky Lynch both wanted a shot at the title, and then Tamina interrupted and said that she wanted a shot at the title. Charlotte didn't join in the party and asked for a shot at the title as well. And then Shane McMahon said, whoa. Next week, there will be a fatal 5-way to determine the number 1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Carmella, Tamina, and Becky Lynch will compete in that match. Ellsworth is out, apparently. But, again, here we go. With the same storyline we got going on Raw right now with the Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules. Now, it may not be elimination at Extreme Rules, or it won't be an Extreme Rules style, but we are still getting a Fatal 5-Way on another show. Granted, this is for the women and the other one's for the men, but I just kind of felt like it's a little bit lazy writing, a little bit. Well, let's just copy what the other show's doing. But hey, it'll probably be fun to watch, and it'll be something to watch on SmackDown next week. Then at the main event tonight that was announced earlier, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. This is actually a very entertaining fight here. I really enjoyed it. The ending kind of came when Nakamura set up Owens across the top rope and connected with a knee to the midsection for a 2 count. Shinsuke then connected with a kick to Owens' head and went for a pinfall, but Ziggler broke it up. Nakamura then hit Ziggler with an exploder suplex, and then AJ hit Owens with the Pele kick. Then Ziggler hit Styles with a super kick, and Nakamura kicked Ziggler in the face. Then Nakamura hit Owens with a Kinshasa for the victory. Then AJ Styles and Nakamura celebrated in the ring after the match and pointed to the Money in the Bank briefcase suspended above the ring. It was just, I thought it was a really cool match to see, especially AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura team up. For anybody who've seen them have their battles over the years in Japan and things like that, they're 2 great warriors, and they do put on great matches together. It was really cool to see them teaming up here, and I hope personally that maybe one of these 2 guys will win the Money in the Bank briefcase and go on to win the title at some point. And I would love to see Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles at next year's WrestleMania. I think that should be the main event if I were booking it. But if I know Vince McMahon, that will not be the main event. It'll probably be like Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, because that was the idea going around last I checked. Overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode of SmackDown. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think of SmackDown this week. What do you think about the SmackDown brand as a whole right now? How do you think they're doing when it comes to their programming? And stay tuned tomorrow right here on the Jailcast. I have more shows for you coming up soon. Well, that'll just about do it for me, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel right here by clicking this round logo right here. Please click on that and subscribe for more trailer reactions, movie reviews, movie news, NFL recap shows, and WWE professional wrestling shows. I'll be going over all those shows, and you can check them out right here on the channel. Also, you can find me on my Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/Gelcast or on Twitter at EricGel. So until next time, as always, God bless.